Hey. Okay, so this week I want to talk to you all about the biggest email marketing mistake that I come across. If you've been watching any of these videos, you probably already know that I believe email marketing is the most productive form of marketing that you can really use right now because people are making buying decisions in their inbox. And so it's so much easier and such a better way to leverage your time if you focus a lot of your attention on email marketing and making sure that that's working really well for you before you move into these other forms of marketing. That's my suggestion. So, if that's the best place to be spending your time, I want to make sure that you're not making these two mistakes that I keep um, seeing people make when it comes to email marketing. And it kind of plays off of what I chatted with you about last week about how to increase your prices without scaring people away. And both things have to do with making sure that have to do with your freebie and making sure that the top of your funnel is working extremely well. So, the biggest email marketing mistake I see is kind of twofold. Number one, the freebie, which is at the very top of your funnel, the thing that you're giving away for free and attracting people to download in exchange for their name and email, thereby starting the beginning of your email marketing, workflow. If that freebie doesn't pre-qualify your audience to be the perfect people for your main offer or for, your next offer, it's really not a good use of your time. And I see this happen a lot where it's maybe not that the freebie is bad or that it's not a great freebie, which I sort of talked about in last week's video, but rather it's somewhat unrelated or seems unrelated to your audience, to the main offer that you're putting out. I've gotten myself into this problem a couple times because I like creating freebies. I like putting out new resources. And there's a lot of different things that go into having your most profitable quarter yet, right? But not all of the things that go into it from an outside perspective make a lot of sense to somebody who doesn't know the ins and outs of my process to having your most profitable quarter yet. So it's really important to kind of take a step back and look at what you're offering and ask yourself, like, okay, if I know nothing about my main offer, my philosophy, my signature method, does this freebie pre-qualify the person who puts in their name and email to be the right person for that main offer? If not, that freebie just might not work in this part of your funnel. You might be able to repurpose that in emails, later on in your sequence. And once people start to understand your philosophy a little bit more, then maybe you can offer them something about, for example, let me think of a good example. So one product that I have is all about creating your content workflow. Creating a content workflow and having your most profitable quarter yet and productivity don't necessarily work together really well. Although having a great content workflow is a really important system in, that I do teach about inside your most profitable quarter yet, it isn't perfectly clear from the onset that if I'm downloading something about a content workflow, that I need MPQ and a system, a productive system for scaling my business. Those two don't make perfect sense and aren't in perfect alignment. So you want to almost take a step back. Don't, let me think of another example. If I'm a nutritionist who is an anxiety nutritionist, let's say that's what I do. Taylor, I'm looking at you. You probably know a lot about a lot of different things. And you probably, I know for a fact from hearing about this from other nutritionists, that a big part of this has to do with your digestion. And so you might think, oh, I'm going to put out a freebie all about how to improve your digestion. The problem is, people could come in through this digestion freebie and have no anxiety. So it doesn't pre-qualify everybody who downloads that thing to be the perfect person for my main offer, even though everybody who's in your main offer needs to know about digestion. Let me know if you're still with me. So that is the number one mistake I see. Your freebie doesn't pre-qualify your people to be the perfect person for your signature offer. And if that's the case, your funnel is going to suffer in terms of your conversion rates, and you might actually be wasting a lot of money if you're sending ad traffic through Facebook ads or Pinterest or Instagram ads, whatever you might be using. You're probably going to lose some money because let's say you're spending $2 per lead to get people in through this freebie, but they're not the right people for your main offer. You're not going to make that $2 back, which is the whole purpose of the ad spend, right? We're not just spending money in order to grow our email list to be like, hey, I got a big list. No, nobody cares about that. Size doesn't matter if it doesn't make you money. But here's the second problem. Maybe your offer does pre-qualify your audience. Maybe it is an epic freebie. It's a thing that, provides so much value and is really going to change people's lives once they download it, but nobody's downloading it. This is the second big problem, which is that your title sucks. And maybe it doesn't necessarily suck, but it doesn't resonate with your audience. And so this is where you want to get really strategic with the copywriting around your title. You want to do some research. We talk a lot about this inside MPQ and making sure that we know how to resonate with what your dream client needs to hear right now in order to solve their problem. I'll give you the example that I use a lot with my clients, which I call the chocolate smoothie scenario, which is if I had a kid, let's just say, and I wanted them to eat their vegetables. If I gave them a green smoothie that was full of spinach and broccoli and like all this stuff, if I just handed them a green smoothie, they might be like, ew, I'm not eating that, mom. I don't want that green smoothie. That's gross. I don't want it. However, if I know that this kid really needs their vitamins, they need spinach. If I made them a chocolate smoothie. It was full of chocolate and blueberries, so it looked like a big chocolate milkshake, but secretly inside that smoothie was tons of spinach, but you can't tell because you can't taste the spinach and you can't see the spinach because it's not a green smoothie. Now it just looks like a chocolate smoothie. That kid is going to be so happy to drink that chocolate smoothie. And so not only are they getting what they want, which is chocolate, but I'm also getting what I want, which is I know that they need vitamins. You want the exact same thing to happen with all of your freebies. A lot of times what I see is the expert, the person who, let's say, is the nutritionist on anxiety, knows what that person needs. They know, hey, you really need to improve your digestion. But the person who is acquiring information, they don't want that right now. What they want is something that's going to ease their anxiety right now. So you want to sell them what they want and give them what they need. So you're giving them what they want and what they need. This is not a bait and switch moment, but it is about making sure you resonate with what they're currently looking for with the solution, or you're leading with the problems that they know they're aware of, that they know that they have, but then you are also giving them the solution that's going to give them long-term results that you as the expert know is what's the next best step for them, right? So you got to make sure that the title of your freebie resonates with where your dream client is right now on their journey. And so if you jump a little bit too far ahead, even if the actual freebie itself is absolutely incredible, if they don't resonate with the title, they're not going to download it, and your email marketing is definitely going to suffer. So these are two big mistakes that, I notice happen a lot at the very top of the funnel. And if these are not working well, then none of the rest of the work, none of the rest of your system is going to work well. None of your funnel is going to work well. None of your content system is going to work well. None of your launch system is going to work well. None of your marketing system is going to work well. Like none of this is going to even have a chance because the top of your funnel has a really big problem. So this is the first place I would look if you're looking to get into email marketing and you want to make sure that your system is really running smoothly and is off to a good start. Ask yourself, does my freebie pre-qualify my audience as the perfect person for my main offer? And does my title resonate with my dream audience and the problem and the solution that they're looking for right now? Can I give them the chocolate smoothie that is secretly full of all the spinach and all the vitamins that they need so that they are happy and they're also getting the results that you know that they actually need? those are the things that I would focus on right now. And if you have any other questions about email marketing and productive marketing, let me know and we will talk more about it in the next couple of weeks. All right, chat soon.